Well, good evening. Welcome to our Facebook Live this week, and here we are outside again after a couple of weeks out inside. We're back outside again. It's a nice day today. I heard that tomorrow's not going to be quite so nice, but enjoy it outside where we can. Got some nice bird song in the background. You might be able to hear there might be a blackbird out there. If you're lucky, we even think we've got a nightingale in the woods behind us, so you might be able to even hear that. So, no messing around. Let's go on with our beer for the night. Our beer for the night, My Old Man, beer number 24. Okay, this is a beer we always brew especially for Father's Day. Of course, Father's Day is coming up on Sunday, so we look forward to that. And this one we can give as a treat for our dear dad. So let's get it open now. Of course, My Old Man was perhaps quite not as well known as some of the Ian Dury songs, but was an Ian Dury song talking about his My Old Man. Okay, so, and the glass we've got today. So the glass we've got today was My Old Man's glass. This I inherited from my dad. It was his favourite beer glass, and a nice, lovely traditional tankard. And it's got the Scotch piper on there. Funny enough, it may be foretold I ended up marrying a lovely Scottish lady. So there you go. So a very traditional pint glass. I always think a traditional bitter, which this is, tastes great in a pint tankard like that. So a traditional tankard like that, it really tastes great. You've got the handle there, so you don't warm up the glass. And there you can see a nice traditional brown bitter. Okay, that's what we would like to see from a traditional beer that My Old Man would have loved, definitely. So I'll say cheers to him, looking up, looking down, as I'm sure. And there it is, a lovely traditional dark bitter, 3.9%. Ingredients in there are very traditional. So we've got obviously lots of pale malt, crystal malt, caramel malt, but we do put a little bit of brown malt in there, which gives it the brownish colour and does give it that nice body to it, really depth to it, and traditional British hops in there as well, sort of. So nothing American. This one's very traditional. As I say, that's what we were looking for, traditional beer that our dads would have loved, and hopefully your dad will still love this now. So really nice, the sweetness, the bitterness in there, nice body and real depth of flavour. 3.9% beer, really it does hit the note, definitely. Yeah, really love that. So yeah, so as I say, it's that tankard is definitely the beer to enjoy, and I often find after a day's work, drinking beer out of one of these tankards, it really does taste that little bit better, I think, a real traditional thing like that. I remember when I used to go for a drink with my dad, he'd always drink out one of these and I'd get with straight glass. So I thought I was a bit jealous at him that they'd always serve him with a tankard and me with a straight glass, but there you go. Fond memories of my dad and drinking beer with him. Now, he was my inspiration, really. I got my love of beer off my dad. Love going to the pub with him and sharing a pint. I'd give anything to have a pint with him this Sunday. But he also is my inspiration for making beer as well, because he did lots of home brewing. He'd homebrew with anything he could find. Results were a bit mixed, I have to say, but he did produce some great stuff as well. So that really gave me the inspiration to start homebrewing myself. And here I am as a brewer now, brewing my own beer to sell to you, to give to you. So hope you're enjoying the beers during the lockdown still. So we're still getting the beers out to delivery. We are also, so you might take advantage of, you can order now and come pick up from the shop now as well. So that's a really great thing as well. So if you're not, I know some of you are going back to work now, you're not always going to be there when we deliver to you, so you can arrange to collect that one in the shop at a time, because obviously we want to keep everyone safe as possible, and still we deliver, and so it's actually a preferred method is to deliver. So, but if you do want to come and click and collect, that is great. So our real work this week is getting it ready for Father's Day on Sunday, and it's usually one of our biggest and busiest days of the year, and this so far this week it's proven to be that. We brew our beer specially here, the My Old Man, so that's always special, but we've got a really great range of other beers as well available. So we've got all the favourites. We've got Dickie, Blonde, Zeppelin, Rhythm Stick, Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll, Mayflower Gold, Chapel Street Porter. There's a little bit of chili porter left. Hey, So we've got a great selection of beers, and if you haven't treated your dad yet, or you're a dad and you want a treat, then we do lots of gift packs, 3 bottles, 6 bottles, 12 bottles, and for the first time this year, actually with the delivery, if you're getting quick, we can deliver that beer to your dad, providing you in Billericay area, on Thursday morning. So what a great thing to wake up in the morning to find someone knocking on your door with a beer delivery for you. Okay, now obviously normally one of the things that Dad looks forward to on Father's Day is being taken to the pub for a pint. Sadly we can't do that. Yeah, normally our market pub will be busy on that day, but you can't enjoy that this year. It's sad, but we can bring the pub to you. So our poly pins are a great way of bringing the pub to Dad. So again, if you want to get one of those, order those in. You need to get those in for Saturday so they can settle, so that Dad can drink them on the Sunday. But that's a great way of getting the pub to him. So gift packs, poly pins, just a selection of bottles is a great way to Dad. A lot of people say, I don't know what to buy my dad, but I can assure you that dads love beer, that's for sure. It's a great gift to get them. Other things, if you're not sure what to buy him, you can always buy a voucher for him, so he can come and sort of spend it himself on what he likes. And normally Father's Day and the Father's Day weekend is one of our busiest weekends for tours. We normally do several brewery tours over the Father's Day weekend. Of course we can't do any of those tours now with the lockdown on, but if you do want to get your dad a voucher, one of those, we'll still honour that once we are back in our own tours. We'll honour that for at least 3 months after when we're back doing tours. And the other thing you might want to think about is our Brewer for the Day experience as well. So you can spend the whole day in the brewery helping us brew a batch of beer, learn really in detail about the whole process, and you get some of the beer that you've made a couple of weeks later, so either a dozen bottles or one of our 18-pint poly pins of it. So it's a great experience. And if you want to get a really excellent gift for your dad, then why not give him a year's subscription to our beer club? £200 a year, he'll get a dozen bottles, six bottles every month for a year. £360, then he gets a dozen bottles every month for a whole year. That's a really fantastic present for your dad if you want to really splash out on something special for him. So hope you're still enjoying all the beer. We're getting lots of great feedback. It's fantastic the amount of support we're getting from you. Absolutely is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I know you're all loving the beer. We've got lots of feedback already on the MyOldMan. It's selling out fast, so get your orders in very quickly if you want the MyOldMan, because it definitely is worthwhile. I'll be raising a glass to my dad on Sunday, so hopefully you can go enjoy a beer with your dad. Really value that chance of actually sharing a pint with him. Okay, so just look up, say cheers to my dad, and cheers to dads everywhere. Okay, here's MyOldMan.